Good to see you again. And
Good to see
right
you.
before the camera started rolling, you said I was thinking about Houston.
I was.
Tell me why.
Because, not to bring it down, but because of the passing of George Bush, of President Bush, and I met him in January of '96. I was doing a show in Houston, and he and the late Barbara Bush were always so lovely to every show that came into town. He would always come backstage and meet everyone. And I have a picture of us, and I was doing Carousel of all shows, and he couldn't have been nicer.
I completely agree.
You know, whenever somebody passes away that you know, even in your little, you're like, I remember a moment, and I do. I remember he couldn't have been nicer to me. Such a great guy.
Completely agree. I actually met him at an Astros game. I just posted the picture.
That's awesome.
We were getting hot dogs, and somebody kept nudging me, and I'm like, who is this guy? You know, you're praying hot dogs, and I was like, this guy's really getting in the way, and I turned and I said, whoa! It was President Bush,
and a big dude.
Yeah, and he was drinking milk. It was hot that day too with his hot dog, but couldn't have been nicer. Same with Barbara. We love him.
Yeah.
Houston. Thank you for sharing that.
Yes,
I really appreciate that.
absolutely.
So, is Orm a bad guy? Or is he an environmentalist? I kind of like.
Clearly, you can be both.
Right?
Right. He is. He's very much an environmentalist. He's really this eco-warrior trying to avenge the destruction that the surface world has caused to his oceans, which I think you'd be hard-pressed to find somebody who didn't think we were polluting the ocean. So it's a very understandable argument. How he goes about fixing his problem is a little irrational and maybe reprehensible to some, but, you know, he's rooted in a good cause.
Tell me the costume likes and dislikes.
The costume, I mean, overall it's a major costume like. I love the look, the helmet, the vibrancy of the colors. The dislikes are, they spend all this time with the suits that are like Cirque du Soleil suits, and you can move in them, and they work out great. The downside is then they shove all this armor on you, and then you can't move anymore. And it's like, you got to help me out here. So there are actually moments where we would take it off and just say, you can put it on in post. And a lot of times they didn't, because he just liked the way we moved without it.